When someone won't change, loving them anyhow. Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, I bit my lip. So if you notice a little bruise on my lip, I bit it when I was eating yesterday. I don't know how I did it, but I did. It doesn't hurt or anything like that, but I did. So I'm still doing a video anyhow. Okay. So anyhow, I got to thinking about when we're in relationships, when we have people that we care about and that we love, and they're challenging and difficult, and maybe they're traveling the wrong road, or maybe they're not doing what we feel that they should be doing, or maybe they're not always being that nice. How do we deal with them? Well, I think every situation is different. You know, some situations are where we really need to get out of that relationship altogether. And other relationships, we just need to really, really, really distance ourselves with that person and limit our time in it and navigate around their challenging and difficult personality. And other relationships, maybe it could be a work relationship, we stay in and we have to learn to deal with that person. If it's somebody that we care about and love, sometimes we have to love them from a distance. You know, my grandmother used to say, love them from a distance, love them from afar. And so did my mother say that. That was when we cared about somebody, but we just couldn't be around them because, well, they were so difficult. And so if I go that way, I always let the person know that I can't be around them right now because of their behavior choices, but I love them and that I care about them, and I hope to reestablish a close relationship with them when things kind of smooth out with them. And you know, there's other relationships that you stay in that, you know, they're challenging and difficult, but you're cool with it, you can get through with it, and you're okay with that. And I have had a few of those too. But for the most part, I like to have my relationships harmonious. And so if someone's being challenging and difficult, sometimes what I do is I simply distance myself with them at different levels of distance. It depends on the relationship. It depends on what's going on. There are some people that I have loved very dearly that I just couldn't be around at all, but I let them know that I love them, and that in time, if they make changes and they're consistent changes, not temporary changes that just pull me back and then they go back and revert back to negative behavior, but if it's going to be a long-lasting change and they've proved that, then, you know, I welcome back that relationship. But in the meantime, I love them, and I care about them, and I'll pray for them. And that's how I deal with my relationships. I never come on here to give advice or suggestions. This is just how I live my life and how I see my world. And I think there always are going to be difficult and challenging people that we have to kind of love from a distance, or people that we can't even be around, or people that we are around but we have to learn to navigate because their personalities are challenging. And sometimes our time is better spent in creating our own best lives and how to deal with difficult and challenging people rather than trying to change someone. Often we can't change anyone, at least not until they're ready. And so if we do change someone and they're not ready, it's usually very, very temporary, and it's usually not lasting. So for me, I love them from a distance. I love them from afar. I let them know that I love them if I love them. And if it's just somebody that I casually know, usually I just don't hang around them. There's varying degrees of relationships, and you know, there always will be challenging and difficult people. It's just a part of life. Well, I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to talk to you all soon again. Much love. May God bless you. Talk to you then.